Hello, everybody, and welcome to the first episode of my new video essay series, For What It's Worth. I am your host, Ephraim Josine. One of the many debates raging over the internet in the past few years has been about just how political media, on average, is. With the release of more political media like, oh, who am I kidding? You're already thinking of an example. The claim of getting politics out of media has grown more and more popular. However, I've noticed a weird response to such a claim. Not that politics is a neutral term that can be used in both good and bad media, but that all media is political in one way or the other. Trying to find the origin of this claim was tough, so I stopped trying and just watched a 5-minute YouTube video from the channel Extra Credits. Here's them explaining in basic terms why they feel all media is political.
See, you can't just extract politics from media. Media is created by people. People are products of their culture and times, and so, intentionally or unintentionally, they are going to express their views through the outlets they have.
Before we continue, I should note I find it odd politics is the only thing this argument ever applies to. Every single person on the planet, minus about 1-2%, have some form of sexual attraction. Does that mean that all media is sexual because people are sexual, so sexual desires will be expressed? The vast majority of the population realizes the answer is of course not. For that matter, if that's the case, why is it so many of us are surprised to learn the political views of our favorite creators? Many were surprised to learn about the right-wing political views of people like Notch, the creator of Minecraft, or gaming YouTuber JonTron. However, if all media is political and political beliefs are expressed in media, even by accident, shouldn't we have known these just from playing Minecraft or watching Game Grumps? Now, in order to properly dissect the idea, we need to ask ourselves, what is politics? The Merriam-Webster Dictionary calls politics A, the art of science or government, B, the art or science with guiding or influence of government policy, C, the art or science concerned with winning and holding control over government. This is important because it seems like a number of people debating confuse the very specific term political for the much more vague term cultural. The difference being political refers to a specific subset of our culture. You may know the old quote from William Buckley, politics is just downstream from culture. I would, however, not say that all media is cultural by itself either. Instead, I would argue that the events surrounding all forms of media say something about our culture in one form or another. For instance, the success of highly simplistic games ranging from Tetris on the NES to Flappy Bird just a couple of years ago show that the average consumer enjoys simple, repetitive media. That does say something about our culture. However, that does not make any simple, repetitive game political by itself. It doesn't even make it cultural by itself, per se. Instead, the events around these pieces of media say something about our culture. As for where the exact line is between political and cultural, I cannot tell you, but I will say I've seen the line in action before. Of course, there are tons of pieces in media that are more political than we think. Dr. Seuss, easily the most popular children's writer of the past century, basically spent his entire life writing political books for children. However, to look at that statement, more media is political than you'd realize at first glance, and conclude that all media is political, is like taking the fact that dolphins are considered mammals and using that as proof that all animals are mammals. Basically, I understand how you came to that conclusion based on your newfound information. However, the evidence is still lacking and you basically just kind of jumped the gun. I'm wondering how long it's going to take people to unironically argue that all media is in some way related to defecation. Because humans defecate, all humans defecate, in fact. And as such, they're going to sneak in defecation in their media no matter what, even if it's just by accident. I'm not arguing that subtext doesn't exist or that people can't even accidentally sneak in their values into works. Both of those arguments would be absolutely ridiculous to make. However, to therefore conclude that all media is political specifically is, well, just ridiculous. I'm sorry, but it is. Anyway, I'm Ephraim, and good night.